Well, you know, whenever anyone shows up. Okay. Let's make sure I got everything set up here. Okay, so we are all set up. Now just waiting for you guys. Hey! It's Cheyenne. Oh god, is the music too loud? Might be too loud. Okay, so from what I can see on the channel, there's a bit of a delay. But other than that, it's alright. Hello, one viewer. Oh man. So, I got up super early today, which was so fun. I'm so tired. I didn't mean to, but I just kind of woke up and then I could not go back to sleep. It was like 6:30 in the morning. And then I actually got up at 7 because I was like, alright, I'm not going back to sleep. Okay. So, any questions to start with? Don't forget to hit me with a question, guys. Also, I decided to take out the drawing thing because then I really wouldn't be paying attention to up here. And that's kind of like the main part of this is supposed to be you guys asking questions and me answering them, or, you know, stuff like that. And, what was I about to say? Oh, I got, some recording software down, so I might be able to start doing some gaming videos, if and when that does happen, when I get everything figured out. That will be on Tuesdays. Until then, you know, it'll still be video every Thursday. I haven't decided if I'm going to start a separate channel for it. I think I'm just going to keep it on the same channel, just to keep everything right here, and then, you know, just keep doing covers on Thursdays and everything, and we will keep things that way. Oh, and at the end of this video, I am going to do a cover just because it's what I usually do on this channel. But I'm going to wait till the end of the video so that if it gets, like, any copyright stuff, it doesn't end the live stream until then. However, the length of the live stream is going to depend on you guys. You know, I'm going to probably let this go on for half an hour if there are no questions. If there are, then it'll go on for at least an hour. And, yeah, so if there are any questions, go ahead and ask them. I'm trying to keep it to an hour or so just because I've got stuff that I've got to do today. And, I promised my mom I'd get some stuff done as far as, like, putting our house together goes. Also, do you guys like what I got for Christmas? My bed set? It's awesome, isn't it? It's just pretty much looks like I cut my shirt from a piece of my, bedding. And, yeah. It's okay, though. I like it. I like this plaid. I like plaid in general. But, it's actually kind of become a joke with my family with this, the black and red plaid, because we literally find so much of it, and I just am so in love with plaid that they always are getting me, you know, a bunch of plaid stuff, and this is always, like, the first pattern of it that you see. I actually have a scarf now. I have 2 scarves that are in this plaid, but I actually have one scarf now that we found while we were at the mall in Monk's Corner, and, it is this plaid, and then it's got my initials on it. And it was already made like that, like, we didn't order it or anything. My mom was like, we gotta get that. How are you guys today? Good? Good? Okay? Bad? I was kind of nervous about this live stream. That's probably why I woke up super early. And the music is not too loud, is it? No, gotta get in the dancing for today. It's totally how you dance, right? Music could be louder? It's probably because I got it in my lab. That's good. Good to see you here, Kirby. Better? Okay. Alright, awesome. So, as I said earlier, there is a slight delay with the video, so I guess I should expect to wait a little bit if I ask a question. Or if you guys ask a question and I'm answering it, you know, stuff like that. Let's see. What was I going to talk about? I think I've already talked about everything that I was thinking about talking about other than waiting on questions. Oh, well, of course, thank you guys for 300 subscribers. That is really awesome. We're actually a little bit past 300 now. I think the last I checked we were at 304, which is really cool. So I'm really, really excited and thankful for that. And that is literally all thanks to you guys. A couple of you guys already know I've gotten an invitation for... God, what was the word for it? Forget it. I forgot. Lost my train of thought. This is why I was worried about doing a live stream, because I don't do these a lot. Yeah, we need more people here. So just to kind of... what was I going to say? Oh, why don't I guess show you guys my room. Warning, it's messy right now. It needs to be cleaned. But, yeah, here we go. Here you can see the live stream. And then, oh god. See it? Got my curtains drawn right now. And there's a mess over there. See if I can get this back on here without too much room. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Well. Good night, son. I actually, the twin manga that's on there is actually from a manga creator. It's from this website called Rinmaru. It's one of my favorite websites. They have a lot of different manga creators. And I go on there all the time, and I'm always making new ones or playing with the old ones. Just because... but it's not really, it might be a little pixelated because I blew up the picture after I got it, so it might be a little bit, but I didn't really purposefully make it pixelated, so it shouldn't be super pixelated. If it's super pixelated, then it might be a glitch, but if it's like that for more than one person, then it might just be that I need to fix it. I should probably change that eventually, or at least make a new one so that it's a little bit more updated, but yep. I actually have a lot on my computer. Hang on. From that website. Of course, it's like 10 minutes between each thing. But yeah, there are a few of those that I have on here. Oh shoot, I probably shouldn't have put that back up there before I got back onto here. There we go. So I've got the live stream pulled up right here so that... Yes, please speak, guys. But I've got the live stream pulled up right here so that I can actually see the comments, because on my phone they will pop up and then they'll fade away. So it makes it a lot easier to read things right here. But yes, Senator Barzin, if you're here, please say something. Of course, there might be more people at 12:30 because I did say 12 o'clock or 12:30. So it might be that they show up later, which would be kind of cool. That's another thing. If more people show up later, I don't know yet, actually, because when I was looking at Aiken, the first time I was looking at music majors, and, you know, the reason I picked theirs is because they have a studio performance major, but when I go in to look at computer science, I will definitely get back to you guys on that. They probably do have subfields, just like, because I imagine that a school that is mostly technological will have subfields for technology stuff, if they have subfields for music too. So we'll just have to see. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, so more people show up later. I'll keep it going just because I don't want to like have people show up and then end it right as they show up. That wouldn't be very nice. But actually, I'm really wanting to go back to school now. Like, as soon as I get a job and have enough money to go back to school, I'm immediately going back to school because I kind of miss all the learning and just the atmosphere and the people around you. I'm a little nervous though to go to the bigger campus because like the teachers at the Salkehatchie campus were telling students, you know, don't tell people at the Aiken campus or at the Columbia campus that you're from Salkehatchie because they will like shun you or they'll think less of you. Because it is a 2-year school and, you know, you don't have to have as high grades to get into that that branch of the school. But what they don't realize is that a lot of people go to that school not because they don't have the grades for it, the bigger campuses, but because they don't have the money for the bigger campuses. And it's a lot easier to start on a 2-year campus than it ever will be to start on a 4-year campus, at least money-wise. But as, like, the one thing that bothers me is the fact that people might think less of me for going to the 2-year campus because they had some pretty good classes there. Like, I learned a lot at that school. But I don't know, I guess I'll see when I get to the bigger campus. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna have to actually go up to the campus to sign up for classes when I get to it, or if they're gonna let me use my online profile. Because at the 2-year campus, before every semester, they would make you go see a guidance administrator to sign up for your classes before they'd let you go in and sign up for classes by yourself, which I thought was kind of dumb. Yes! Okay, so I've had a little bit of drama in college, and that was mainly just with some people who... There were a couple of guys who would, like, flirt with me. And then the only reason that there was drama with that was because I'm sometimes too nice, and I don't always know how to outright tell someone no. So I can say, you know, oh, I'm not very interested or something like that, and apparently that wasn't enough. But yes, from my experience so far, and from hearing about other people's experiences, college is pretty much drama-free. The only problems I've really had with college is just the administration system and getting everything figured out. Because technically, I am supposed to be graduated right now. I am supposed to have my associates in arts, but I've gone up to the school 2 times now to talk to them about graduating, and they keep saying they're going to call me, and they still haven't. I need to go back on the website and check and see if they updated my account or anything to see if I can apply to graduate now. But last time I checked, no, I cannot. So that's the only drama I've really had, is just with the administration system. And with dudes. But that's one of the things that I love about college, is that there aren't really as many people there who are gonna... I don't know if liberal arts credits are needed for a double major. I definitely... If they are, then that'll be great. I have some liberal arts credits. But I guess it depends on what all you're majoring in. Because say I'm majoring in computer science and mathematics, then technically anything to do with music or art history is liberal. Well, is an extracurricular. But if I'm majoring in music or anything in the fine arts, then stuff that's considered liberal arts is gonna count towards my major. So it all depends on what you're majoring in, as far as what goes towards your major and what doesn't. And you'll know what goes towards your major with when you sign up for whatever major you sign up for, because they're going to tell you the classes that you need for that major. Like, when I said I was signing up for fine arts as a major, they had me take art history. They said I had to take like 4 different actual history classes, and I only needed 2 English classes, and I didn't have to actually take a math class, and I ended up taking computer science. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So see, like, I didn't need 3 big science courses. I had to take at least 2, and they counted this health class that I had online as one of those sciences. So, like I said, it all kind of depends on your major. What you're majoring in is going to dictate what classes go towards that and what don't. Now, liberal arts classes can help. Like, if you need extra credits from a class, they can help for just getting you that extra credit. But as far as going towards your major, just follow the classes that you would, kind of given as a guideline. The best advice I can give, because I'm not always good at advice. Oh gosh. I'm trying to remember all the classes I took. Driver's license late. Well, I actually don't have mine yet. I'm still working at it. My parents are talking about taking me soon. But I can say the best advice I can give... Oh, God, what advice can I give on driving? I mean, it's just like getting your driver's license at any other time. The first time's always going to kind of be iffy. Most people actually don't pass when taking their license test the first time. The best pointers I can give is pointers that I was given by other people. You're going to need to know parallel parking and 3-point turns, of course. Everyone knows that. You will also have to memorize, you have to make sure you pay attention to the signs. Like, you don't have to pay attention to every single sign. You don't have to know what every single street sign says. But you need to know, the caution signs, the yielding signs. They're going to ask you about those as you're driving to make sure that you're paying attention to them. But what was another pointer I was given? Yes, if you like suddenly break, and this is something that I have a problem with, there's a large chance they'll fail you. Also, speed limit. You don't have to be perfectly on the exact speed limit. You can fluctuate a little bit, but make sure you don't go more than 3 miles per hour over, and don't go, it's like 2 or 3 miles per hour over, and then like 3 miles per hour under. You want to stay within that bracket, or if you go over the higher bracket, they will automatically fail you. And if you go too far under, they will fail you. What else? What else is there? As far as staying in your lane goes, this is something that my dad taught me. Try not to pay too much attention to the line, because if you're sitting there watching that line, then you're not watching the road where you need to be looking. Just look as far ahead as you can, and do your best to pay attention to all your surroundings. And usually, as long as you're not like focusing too much on one thing, you stay within the lines that you need to stay in. There is so how far you're supposed to stay behind the car. My dad taught me it's a 2-second rule. So there has to be 2 seconds between you, when the car passes something, and when you pass it. And that's just so that you make sure you're far enough behind them that if they have to suddenly stop or something, you're not getting in a car accident. So, always, of course, seatbelts. Seatbelts are important. I've been in a car with people who don't wear seatbelts when they drive. And growing up, I was always like, my parents would always stress to my siblings and I how important it was to wear seatbelts. So I was always kind of awkward sitting with someone who didn't wear one, because I was like, that's really unsafe. Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is just pay attention to all your surroundings. Because if you are not, then you risk getting into a car accident, and you risk harming yourself and others. So, one of the times I was driving with my mom, we were on our way home from Walmart, I think, or from Aiken, and there was a black truck in front of us, and he had his signal on to turn left. And I guess he wasn't paying attention, but because he was going to turn left, I started going straight, and all of a sudden he starts turning right to turn left, and I had to like brake so suddenly that my mom like shot forward, and I freaked out. And if I hadn't been paying attention, I would have rear-ended someone. So, big thing is definitely pay attention to what you're doing. Driving tip for small towns, don't speed through them, period. If you speed through, like, my town, Oler, or if you speed through Denmark, that's a town away or so, you will get pulled over for going even 1 mile per hour over. They will pull you over. Those cops really don't have much else to do because they're such small towns. So they will pull you over if you're even going 1 mile per hour over. So small town, don't speed through it. Just go the speed limit. It's safer that way. Won't get yourself in trouble. The reason I know this is because both of my parents like to speed. Like, my dad does not speed as much as my mom does, so my mom makes my dad sound worse than her. And my dad was going 1 mile per hour over in, I think it was in Oler, and he got pulled over by a cop. So, what else is there? Fun story, when my mom and I were driving to Monk's Corner because my sister had another false alarm with her baby. There was this driver that my mom went to pass, and like she hadn't been riding his ass or anything. She went to pass him, and he just was flipping us off for no reason. So I thought it was hilarious, and my mom seemed a little agitated, but she said she found it funny too. So, yeah, some people will just flip you off because they can. But yeah, my sister's baby still has not come yet. His name is Wally, by the way. But we're expecting him to come really soon. Like, we went out there just 2 days ago because she's been in labor for like a week now, and the baby just hasn't come out yet, and she keeps getting sent back home. So we're expecting him to get here any moment. Like, my mom has her phone with her 24/7 in case my sister calls. And Sophie, oh my god, my niece Sophie is getting so big now. And my sister Jessica is also having a kid. She is also having a boy. His name is going to be Sam. He's got more time. He's not going to be here anytime soon. She's hardly even showing yet. And then, of course, me and my sister Nicole, we're both single. I'm glad to be single now. Yes, that's because I'm the youngest of 7. So I have 6 older sisters and 1 older brother. I was the last one born in November of 1996. And the worst part was being the 7th child. Like, it's one thing to be the last child, but to be the 7th child sucked because I was literally the odd one out. And, you know, my siblings would try to include me when they could, but I was kind of annoying as a kid. So quite often I'd either be left with my parents or I'd be left alone. So I think that's part of the reason why I'm an introvert now, just because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being, you know, by myself, having my own stuff to do. Between me and my oldest sister, there is. My oldest sister is in her 30s. She's like 10 or 11 years older than me. And then the next 2, who are twins, are 26 now, 27. So they're about 7 years older, 6 or 7 years. And then my sister Elizabeth is about 4 years older. My sister Brandy is about 3. And my brother is about 1.5 or so years older than I am. What's something else? Something that you guys should know. Not all 7 kids came from the same mom or dad. Like, my mom had a son and a daughter before she met my dad. And my dad had 4 daughters before he met my mom. And then they got together and I was born. And then they got married. Which, the one thing I feel kind of sad about is when they got married, I was 2 years old, and we went to Disney World. And I have no memory of it because I was 2 years old, and that's the only time I've been. And so when I have a good job and I'm able to, I actually want to visit Disney World because I think that'd be cool. But yeah, so between a few of us, there's kind of a big age gap, but for the most part, no. What? They muted? Oh, no. I'm gonna have to go back and redo that one. I don't know what Rumblefish is. I think when I did Standing Outside the Fire, I used the Orchard Enterprises like I always do. So the fact that Rumblefish kind of muted my video. If they muted my video, that means that they think I took the music from them. It should have alerted me that it happened. But, yeah, so what happens is if someone says, oh, well, I have the rights to this sound in a video, they can take it off of YouTube, they can mute it, they can take any money that goes to it, and stuff like that. And that's the problem with doing covers on YouTube, if you don't have, like, an actual music license, is that they can take the credit for that. Yeah, they shouldn't have taken the right for that music in the background, which is what they probably did. Like, I can understand if Orchard Enterprises takes the rights to a song, because quite often I use their instrumentals, but I haven't even heard of Rumblefish. They should not have been able to take the rights to that, because I'm pretty sure Orchard Enterprises had already taken the rights to that song. But I'll have to go in and see what I can do. I can dispute a copyright. The problem is 9 times out of 10, YouTube doesn't do anything about it, or they'll tell me that they can't do anything about it. Because I've tried to dispute a copyright before, because someone literally took like 3 seconds in one of my covers and compared it to the 3 seconds of one of their music videos and said, "This is mine. They took this from me." And I was like, "No, I didn't." But YouTube, I clicked on something to try and dispute it, and YouTube was like, no. They can take it. So, even under fair use, you kind of get screwed over sometimes. Like, I don't try to monotonize my covers. It's one thing to monotonize a vlog, because I don't usually have anything in it, but if I were to try and monotonize one of my covers, that would be considered not fair use. But if I was sponsoring something, that's different. Because as long as I'm talking about the product that I'm sponsoring... Oh, that's a good question. Okay. I don't know about sponsoring, but I do know about a partnership. Because I do have a partnership that is being offered to me right now, in which I show off their products, and I still have to go look at that website, because I'm not buying anything or trying to sell you guys anything from it until I see if I actually like what they have and how expensive it all is. Because the one thing that started that partnership is that I have to buy something from it. Yeah, I guess if I started sponsoring something and I tried to monotonize something that did have copyrighted material in it, that could be considered, you know, not fair use. I could actually get a strike from that if I tried to monotonize something that had copyrighted material. And if I get 3 strikes, I get banned from YouTube. That's why I've been trying to be really careful about that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that, because that kind of bothers me. Because Standing Outside the Fire is one of my favorite songs of all time. I think it's a good life motto to have. Just the whole song is a good life motto to have. Just because it's all about taking risks, even if, you know, the whole world thinks less of you for it. Which I like. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, no matter what anyone else thinks about you. I think that's a pretty good way to look at things. Aww. Thanks, it's hard to do. Garth Brooks is literally the king of country. If I have to redo that one, I will. I've actually been thinking about redoing some of my covers anyways, just because I was looking back at a bunch of old covers, and I was just thinking, you know what, I feel like redoing this because I don't feel like the person that's in that video anymore. And actually, the video that I actually really thought of that with was, the Dear Future Husband cover. I was watching it and I was like, I'm not that person anymore. I feel like I can do better now because I'm a different person. So if you guys see any covers that I redo lately, it's probably because I decided, you know what, I'm going to redo some old covers. But I'm still going to try and keep some new stuff in with it, just because I don't want to redo old stuff all the time. Which is also why I'm starting to bring in, or I'm going to try to start bringing in some gaming content once I get it all figured out. Because I've got the recording software now, and it was free. They want me to purchase like a premium version, but it looks like I can do everything I need with the free version. So if I can do that, then I'm going to keep the free version. And like I said, what'll happen is those will be on Tuesdays. Oh god, I would love to do some original songs on here. I need to get back to working on that, because I did do the one that had music. and I want to work on that one some more, change up some of the lyrics, and change up the way the music is a little bit, make it a little more complicated. I have thought about animatics. I need to find my stylist to actually do those, because I did start a few and then I kind of forgot about them because I lost my stylist. Let's Plays, that's what I was just talking about with the gaming on here. Once I get that figured out, you guys will start seeing videos on Tuesdays, and those will be the gaming videos. But yeah, once I have the time, once I have the time and the equipment, I'm going to start trying to get that stuff in a bit more. But yeah, Let's Plays, yes. Animatics, maybe. Original songs, dear goodness gracious, I hope so. Because I do have some on here without music, and I have one on here with music, and I really want to get more done on this channel. Hey, we got another person here! Hello, new person! Oh god, we're already at 30 minutes. Hey, son! Yeah! I'm glad you made it! Welcome! How are you today? Oh, okay, yay! I'm so happy. We were actually just talking about what we were doing on the channel. I feel like dancing to this music. It's so upbeat, and I love it so much. Oh, another cool thing that I was going to try and do the live stream with this today, because I've been trying to use it and I figured out how to get it hooked up to my computer. Today has been a good day so far. I woke up really early today. I woke up at like 6:30 just because, I guess because I was nervous about my first actual live stream and just what I was going to do with it. But so far, it's been a pretty good day. Pretty good. So I got a camera for Christmas, and I've been trying to find a reason to use it. I also got a mixer, which I finally figured out how to get it hooked up to my other computer. The problem is I can't get it hooked up to my camera for some reason. So I can get my camera hooked up to my computer. Yes, Let's Plays. I was talking about doing Let's Plays on Tuesdays once I get all this recording software figured out, because I finally downloaded some recording software. I just have to get it, all set up and figured out. I downloaded a couple video games to start with. I thought about doing some Undertale, but the problem with Undertale is that I've already played it. Is it already done? Music just got super quiet. We'll go to something else. Let's see here. That works. I was thinking about Undertale, but the problem is I've already played the Pacifist run, and I've already seen the end of the Genocide run. So I went to the free games on Steam right now, just because I don't have a lot of money right now to be buying anything. I think I've got like $8 in my bank account right now. So I went to the free stuff on Steam, and I downloaded something called White Pearl and something called Doki Doki Literature Club. I've seen Doki Doki Literature Club played by Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, but I have not heard of White Pearl yet. I'm going to have to see if I can stream everything. The thing I'm nervous about with gaming is doing different voices for the characters, because just watching Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, you have to do that stuff. And I've never really done a lot of that stuff before, so. But yeah, what I was saying is I also have a mixer now that I plug in my microphones to and everything, and the computer that I have over there is my old computer, but it has a microphone jack, and that's why I picked it. The problem is I can't get the microphones to work with a video. I can get it to work with a recording, but not a video, and I have no idea why, because I have that microphone set to my default microphone on my computer, so it should be working, but it's not. So, yes, narrative games, definitely. Yes, okay, so the thing with the mixer, I got it figured out to where I can play music through the mixer and, you know, use it with a microphone so it would help with the music quality and everything. So what's going to happen is the next video you guys see of a cover is probably going to be me using the mixer, and the only difference is there probably won't be a video because I can't get that to work for some reason. So what I'll do is probably just like a slideshow of some anime pictures or something like I usually do with that stuff. Or, yeah, it's probably going to be that, honestly. Just until I can get everything figured out. It might be the way I have it hooked up. I might have to hook it up a different way for it to work. I'm just going to have to look at what I can do. But yeah, I have a mixer, and that's helping with the music quality. I've actually played around with it a couple times now and did a few different recordings with it. And the music quality is a lot better. It's quiet, but that could just be that it sounds quiet because I have the mic gain too loud, because the mic gain can be a lot louder than the music on there. Yeah, yes, I have Doki Doki. Oh god, seeing the playthrough of it, and when I saw that it was free on Steam, I was just like, I gotta get that one. And so yeah, I was thinking about doing a playthrough of that one once I get everything figured out. And then, of course, I picked White Pearl because that's one I haven't seen yet, and I was like, it's free, it looks pretty good, it's like an RPG game. It looks, for those of you who do watch Markiplier, it kind of looks like it was made with the same maker that they used to make the Markiplier RPGs, like, Markiplier's New Home, I think it was called. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting, I think. I gotta get the controls on that figured out, because I tried to make a recording of it today before, like, long before the stream, and I couldn't get the controls in the game figured out, because it was like, press square, X, enter to check something, and it wasn't working, so I'll have to see what I can do about that. See if there's an options menu on there that I can find, because I didn't see one when I was playing it. I could also do Minecraft once I get it working. I tried to do a stream of that too today, and for some reason the Minecraft on my computer wasn't working properly. So once I get that up and running, we'll also do that. Of course, I'm a little bit weird in Minecraft. I like building stuff and exploring more than I like fighting, because I'm awful at fighting. But once we get to that, we will have some fun with that. I think that'll definitely be a good thing to do. What else? I have Emily is Away too, but I've already played through that one as well. I've got Plague Incorporated. Oh, and I've got Sims 4. If you guys want to see that one, I've got that. I already got People Made too. Yeah, you know, this probably isn't going to go on for too terribly long just because I got stuff to do today, but I am glad that you did make it. I definitely wanted this to go on for as long as it's been going so far, and I'm glad that, you know, there have been questions being asked and that it's been a pretty good conversation. It started out a little awkward because when I first got on here, it's like, there's no one here yet. I'll just sit here and dance by myself. Yes, I love Minecraft. The problem is, I'm used to it on my Xbox. Ooh, which, by the way, if I can figure out how to get my Xbox hooked up to my computer to use the software with my Xbox, I will definitely do some Assassin's Creed on there. Because I love Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, my favorite one. Favorite. Ezio Auditore is like the best assassin ever. Just saying that. But yeah, Minecraft is pretty awesome. Ah, yes, me too. I am big builder. On my Xbox version on Minecraft, I am like building a maze. So actually, if I can get my Xbox hooked up, I'll show you guys that too. I'm building a maze out of obsidian in there. Which technically, my brother always complains about this because I kind of make stuff float in the Xbox version because it's not updated like the computer version is, and you can make obsidian float in the air. And my brother always used to complain about that when he saw me building the house that I'm building, because he's like, if you were playing the computer version, it would fall. But yeah, oh my gosh, if I can get my Xbox hooked up, you guys, there'll be more games than just those. If I can get my Xbox hooked up, I've got a lot of games on here that I can play. I got Portal 2, which I love. I will play that like 500 times. I've already played it like 3, so that would be my 4th time. Actually, I'm already playing it for the 4th time, so it would probably be the 5th time once I figure out how to get that hooked up. Portal's one of my favorite games. I like puzzle games, adventure games. I like Halo. It was one of the first games I ever played on Xbox. But I think my favorite game is always gonna be the choose your own adventure. What is going on here? Here we go. I think there was an ad. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get to the gaming stuff and have that on Tuesdays, because I think that'll add more to the channel. And I think I've talked about this before. At least I've talked about it with other people before, and they're like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm going to keep it all on this channel. I'm not going to make you guys go to another channel to watch gameplays when I can just do it right here. Yes, live streams are a little bit more difficult. It makes me more nervous because instead of, like, you know, making the video, posting it up, and then worrying about y'all's comments later, it's all right here, and I'm just, like, being the person that I am just makes me kind of a bit more nervous. Even though you guys are awesome, I'm just a really big introvert when it comes down to it. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, all gonna be on this channel. It doesn't matter if it's a cover or an animatic or a live or a let's play. It's all gonna be on here. Like I was saying, not making you guys have like 2 or 3 different channels just for different videos. Plus, it'll make it easier on me because I'll just have one place to upload it all. I won't have to like go to this channel, upload the cover, go to this channel to upload the. I'll be right here. Whoop. 7 Days to Die. Oh, I think. Have I heard of? I don't know if I've heard of. Like, it sounds familiar at the same time. 7 Days to Die. I might have to look that up to see. I think I know what you're talking about, but at the same time, I don't know if I've heard of that one. But I'll definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Oh, what's some other Xbox games that I actually have? I have Call of Duty, and The Evil Within. I haven't played them a lot yet because I know I'm gonna die a lot. When it comes to video games, like, I'm the kind of person that loves Call of Duty, Halo, I like Dead Space, I like The Evil Within. The only problem with that is, I die a lot, and I jump around the room. I have not been playing online much. I need to get back to doing some games online. But no, not lately. Oh god, it's been at least a year since I've played anything online. Like, actual games online. As far as online games go, I really just do the manga creators a lot. But yeah. Got that sweet jazz music in here. I gotta get that keyboard back out so I can start messing around with it again, see if I can make another song. The problem is I just don't know what I'm doing on it. Oh god, I want to learn how to play piano so bad. I want to learn how to play piano and I want to learn how to play guitar. That is like my 2 big classes that I want to take once I get a job and can pay for some, like, classes. I want to take guitar classes and piano classes. And then if I can fit it, I want to take violin classes, because the violin has always been one of my favorite instruments. I've heard piano is really difficult to learn, though. I started learning guitar once using this book that my brother had, and then I stopped and forgot about it. Oh, come on, it's easy to get me sidetracked. Just bring up a different topic and I'll be like, oh yeah, that! Oh, goodness. Oh, I've got a new painting that I'm working on, still. I haven't decided if I'm going to add more to it or leave it the way it is. Hang on. This. So I haven't decided if I'm going to leave it as a silhouette or if I'm going to add, like, actual paint in and leave a black line around it. So that's all I got so far on that. You guys want to see my favorite one? This one is one of my favorites. Just because I really like the whole broken mask idea. Even though it's really sad, I think it turned out really well. So yeah, I'm gonna set that down there for right now because I don't feel like getting up again because I'm lazy. Keep the silhouette. Alright. Sounds good. Thank you, thank you. I think the next painting I'm going to do is probably going to be a painting of a dude, because I always do, because for me, painting, like drawing and painting women is a lot easier, because first off, you don't have to do the ears, you don't have to draw the complete shoulder, because our hair covers our shoulders, but with a guy, it's a lot more difficult, because a lot of guys that I draw, they have short hair, so you got to do the ears, you got to do the shoulders just right. The easier part, though, is that they don't have any boobs to draw, so it's straight. Well, it's not totally straight. They still have curves. But I think the next painting I'm going to do is going to be of a guy, because, like, all my paintings, it's either, like, a heart or a flower or it's a girl. Or it's a saying. I do have a painting that's, well, that's not really a painting as much as it is oil pastels. So, oh shoot, I still got this big painting that I've got to finish. It's gonna be like a city at night, based on the stream that I had, and it's actually, I'm doing it for my mom, who needs something to cover this paint on the wall in one of the other rooms in the house, because the old family that was here, they painted their child's name on the wall in the other bedroom that we have up here. And so it's just a big Connor. I don't know either. But so I have this huge canvas that I'm supposed to be painting to cover that. So we're just gonna hang it up in there. And I'm so, like, this is the first actual, like, city painting that I'm gonna do. And so I haven't done it. I haven't finished it. It's still in, like, very early sketch mode. Yes, I want to learn how to do guitar. I definitely want to learn how to play guitar. Let's see if we can get some piano music in here. I'm feeling piano music right now. Piano music, because I like piano music. The cool thing about YouTube is that you can also... What? You guys didn't hear an ad? Not sponsored by Frosted Flakes. Yeah, that's true. I could always look at cities online, and I do have, like, a poster of New York City in my room that I could use. Yeah, guitar is a lot easier to learn than piano from what I've seen. Piano, like, I've looked at sheet music. Oh god, the hardest part is sheet music. No, I've never been to Chicago. I want to go. My mom has been to Chicago, and she brought back a shirt. So if you guys have seen my yellow, well, actually it's cut up now because I'm putting it in a quilt. But I had this yellow shirt that said Chicago on it. But I've actually never been there. The places I've been to are Illinois. I lived in Illinois. I lived in Utah. I lived in Alabama. And I lived here. And then we visited a few of the places in between. It's not that you're lagging behind. It's that the actual stream is delayed. So, like, I'll be talking, and I've got it pulled up right here. So, hang on. So, oh god, I don't know if it can, yeah, so you see how it's kind of delayed? I like how you could just see it happening to infinity. But yeah, so it's not that you're lagging behind, it's that the whole stream is delayed a little bit. And I guess that's just to keep the frame rate right. I think I read something about that in their live stream stuff when I was in the creator studio. So, don't worry, you're not lagging behind, it's just the whole stream is lagging. What else? I haven't really been talking to as many people lately, like, of my old friends. But strangely enough, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of turning over a whole new leaf right now. Just trying to figure out my life, and I've decided I am staying single for a while again, because the last time I was single for 5 years. So I might just stay single for a while. I was happy being single. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was kind of happy in a relationship, but I think I'm happier now single than I was in the relationship a few months ago. And that's something I haven't brought up in videos because I really didn't know how. I broke up with my boyfriend. Things just weren't really working out anymore. And I don't know, I guess my feelings started to change and I noticed it, and I think I kind of hinted at it once, and then I forgot that this video was only 3 minutes long, so it's already over. And then I woke up one morning and I realized I just didn't want to work at it anymore. I realized I didn't have the heart to, or something like that, I guess, and I was just kind of done. And I was sad at first because it was a big part of my life, that relationship was. And I was closing like a really big chapter on it when I was doing that. And so I had to get used to that change that I was creating. But now that I am used to it, I know that I made the right choice. And I'm happy. You know, I'm not perfectly happy. I don't think I'm ever going to be like super perfectly happy all the time. But I don't regret what I did. I don't regret my decision. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. You know, my cat is somewhere in here. I don't know where she is. But I bet if I pull out these treats... Nothing? I think she's over there. I'm not sure. Oh, no, there she is. She loves these treats. She loves these cat treats. Here you go. Are you going to take it or you just... There you go. So, she's gotten a lot bigger. She's still small, because she's still a kitten, but she's definitely gotten a lot bigger. Here, go right here. Yes. Definitely will be better once I'm out of college. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely happier now. Yeah, she's a lot bigger now. And she's still pretty much a sweetheart. She's kind of mean sometimes when she's playing, or when she's curious, she'll climb on everything. She actually usually climbs on my computer. Boop. She still doesn't let me pet her belly. Of course, she's a cat. She probably won't. Yeah, she's curious about everything. You're just gonna sit in the background? Yep, she really likes her treats. And so if I ever want her, like if she's in a bad mood and I ever want her to come over here, I just pull this out. She's right here. And they are, what, bacon flavored? Chicken, turkey, and bacon. So there's chicken flavors, there's turkey flavors, and there's bacon flavors. And she loves them. No, I'm not going to let you eat the whole bag in one day. You will get sick. And then I'll have to clean up the mess. Well, you'll try to. What are you doing? I guess she was up on the top bunk sleeping. Yeah, she still has claws. My dad wants to get her declawed. I'm not super into it just because I've looked up the process for it. I told my parents that if they want that, then they have to pay for it, and they have to take her, because I won't do it. And they still haven't done it, so I'm just like, I'm not going to remind them, I'm not going to bring it up. But yeah, she's got claws. I've actually got a few scratches on my arm. I don't know if you can see that. That's actually becoming a scar. And that's actually kind of my fault. She was playing, and she was still in the play mode, and I went and reached for her, and as soon as she grabbed onto my hand with her claws, I yanked my hand back, which was not a good idea. Usually you're supposed to, like, hold your hand still, pull their claws off. I yanked it back, and so now I might have a scar from that, which is fine. You're still tired. Of course, she was up before I was. Yes, I know the cat summon. It's treats. Treats or toys or anything else that... Oh my gosh, yeah. I have pants, pajama pants, that have dangling strings, and I always have to keep them tied because she will attack them. She attacks my shoes. She has two beds, but she insists on sleeping in a human bed. And the biggest problem I've had with her recently is that she keeps trying to go to the bathroom outside of her litter box. So I keep having to, like, clean it up. And, like, it's still around her litter box. Like, she doesn't go away from it and go to some other corner of the room and do it. No, it's still around her litter box. It's just, like, right outside of it. Yeah, I think part of it's because sometimes I don't get the litter changed out fast enough. And so she's like, screw it, if you're not going to change out the litter, then I'm just going to pee wherever I want. It's not cool, man.
Maybe people
it's
don't
not
think
cool.
Chips
Oh, come on.
live in the cracker.
Not sponsored by Cheez-Its either. But yeah, actually the funniest part of yeah, the funniest part of her, especially like with climbing stuff, is when I pull down those treats from where I have them up at, because I've actually got them on my coat rack that hangs on the wall, so she can't get to them. When I pull that down and actually open it, she'll climb my leg. She'll only do it if I'm wearing jeans, because she knows better now than to climb on my leg if I'm not, like, if I'm wearing shorts or something. But, she will climb my leg if I'm wearing jeans and I get those treats out. She's usually pretty good, pretty nice. If she gets in trouble, she usually goes into her kennel pretty easily. This last time she was in trouble, she did not. So I put her in the bathroom instead, because she doesn't like the bathroom. I think, so the way I see it, to her, the kennel is the less of two evils. Like, she doesn't want to have to deal with she doesn't want to have to deal with being in the kennel for a long time, even though she's in trouble, but she really doesn't want to have to go in the bathroom. Because she's a cat, and she hates water, so. It bothers me that you're just sitting right there, just staring at my hands as they move. But yeah, she's getting big now, and she definitely tries to think she's the dominant one here, but usually she's pretty good about it. She's like, stop petting me. But you're done? You're done? You know. High five? Alright, great, high five. Okay, so we are reaching the end of our stream here. So, are there any last questions, comments, concerns, things that you wanted to bring up? Just so that I don't miss it. Okay, come on. That's the one problem with this channel, is that they do a lot of ads. So yeah, any last questions, comments, or concerns before we end this stream? Hey, I've welcomed your comments. In fact, one of your comments that I remember very well was at the end of, God, what was it? The end of one of my 10 things videos when I started telling people that they should dance. And that you commented that you danced, and I was happy that someone else was actually dancing with me. Missed a little bit. The stream's about to end just because we're at an hour now. But is there any last thing that you wanted to say or comment? Also, by the way, Kirby, thank you for also putting up with me, because, you know, my awkwardness can be a problem sometimes. And plus, you guys got to watch me kind of grow up these past 2 years. Yeah, that's the weird part, is just looking back and seeing, like, I was a kid, and now I'm still kind of a kid, but I'm an older kid, so that's a plus. And, you know, of course, once again, thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. Like, that is so cool. That's so awesome. And I just never thought that would happen. I used to be 16, now I'm 18. Well, actually, when I started this channel, I was 15, 14. Hey, perfect time to take off, though. You got this. Alright, we're gonna end it here. Alright, but once again, thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing, and you are awesome, and you are incredible, incredible, and you are stupendous, and wonderful, and all those other adjectives. And, I love you guys so much. Stay you. Believe in yourselves, because you guys are absolutely amazing. And I mean that. Don't forget that. Don't forget to dance today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye! 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 I don't know how to end this. Bye! Bye!